Welcome to my garden. This is the early September garden tour. So let's take a look around and see what's still growing and what's not. There's no better place to start than right here where I'm growing my sweet potatoes in 4 grow bags. So I am growing the Marasaki sweet potatoes as well as the Beauregard. There have been some flowering on a few of the vines, but I know that we have sweet potato down there, as I see one has popped up. Let's see if I can find it. Yep, one has popped up in this bag, and some sweet potato has popped up in this bag as well. So I know at least we'll be getting at least 2 sweet potatoes. So in total there are 4 bags with 4 grow bags with sweet potatoes, and I'm hoping for a good harvest this year. For the past maybe 3 years, 3 years, the sweet potato harvest has been dismal. Here is the little grow tower that I planted up for the month of July, with some string beans. And I have harvested some string beans off of this already. It is not super productive, and the string beans are kind of small. There's some. Well, of course I said they're small and those 2 aren't. But typically it's like, let me see if I can find one. Nope. Anyway, they're kind of small. They are producing, and I'm grateful. And I believe this was the Contender string beans that I planted in here. And here's the mini Cosmos. It has bloomed. In this container is the Fresno chili peppers, and we have harvested a bunch of these, and they are looking a bit yellowish in the leaves and one of the plants. So the thing is, it has been going down into the mid-40s for the past few nights, and peppers do not like anything below 50 degrees. So I'm not sure how much longer these are going to last. But I'm going to hang on and see. The daytime temperature has been in the 70s, low 80s for the most part. But we'll just have to roll with what Mother Nature gives us. All right. Now this is my overwintered pepper. It is the Scotch bonnet pepper. And we have a number of fruits on it that needs to be harvested. This overwintered pepper has been super productive. Again, it is the Scotch bonnet pepper. Lots of pepper. Again, super productive. And here I have my lemongrass in this container. Lemongrass and mint, rosemary. Harvested some of that. The creeping thyme that I'm going to transplant out into the yard. And this is the lemon verbena. I'm going to be harvesting a lot of these, most of this lemon verbena to dry out to make tea over the winter. In this container I have the stevia. I'm not sure yet how to take care of that. Lemon balm in this. And in this pot I have the sweet peppers. Again, oh boy, with the temperature going down into the 40s at night, I'm not sure how these peppers are going to survive. Well, maybe I'll have to cover them with some frost blanket. But they are starting to ripen. So again, everything is super late in terms of productivity, because the garden was put in late. Temperature was just cold and wet in late May, early June. Now in this spot I have 3 different peppers, and I think some of these peppers are showing signs of frost damage. Now in this pot I have this is the ahi mango pepper. This is the ahi mango. Then I have the sugar rush peach. And they have been that color for the longest. They're not turning peach like they're supposed to. I also have the pumpkin spice peach. I also have the pumpkin spice jalapeno. And some of them have turned colors, as you can see. Just a pumpkin spice jalapeno. Get a good shot at that. Here's a nice shot at the sweet pepper turning color, but they're looking like they're suffering from some frost damage. Okay, in this container I still have my green onions, and we have been harvesting all season. And I have a bush bean plant that's developed some rust, but it's still producing. I think I'll take this out once I've harvested these beans, once they mature. The Swiss chard is still chugging along in this pot. I guess I need to harvest some of that. And the daikon radish and spinach really did not germinate in here. Maybe it was too hot, the pot was too dry. Seeing that it is early September, I'm going to try again with the daikon radish. In this spot over here in the back, I don't think it's getting much sun. I have the red Sarvino peppers. I have a jalapeno. This is the early jalapeno in the back there, as well as I can never remember what this pepper is. The Serrano chili. This is the Serrano chili, and again we've harvested some of these. And this is a basil. Smells so good. It's in here. Smells divine. One of the sunflower that I planted, the smaller ones. Multi-headed sunflower. Now the okra that I put in this bed didn't produce anything as yet. There are the two buttercup squashes on this side. Sunflower is again very tall and probably hard to see, but this is a multi-headed sunflower and they're on their way out. This is the bed with the black beans, and they're almost at their maturity. A beautiful calendula. So we know when these black beans are ready to be harvested, when the outer layer, the shell that it's in, it's almost translucent, paper white almost. That's when you know it's time to harvest. So they're almost there. All right. Let's take a look at my sweet pepper bed. In this bed we have 2 Ajvarski, and they are finally we have 2 Ajvarski peppers, and they are sizing up, but nothing has ripened as yet on the Ajvarski. This is the Escamillo in the front here. It has some nice size fruits on. This is Escamillo. Nothing has ripened on these as yet. There are quite a number of fruits on it. And in the back, we have the Carmen. Again, lots of fruits. Nothing has ripened as yet. I'm hoping that they start ripening up in the next few weeks because frost is coming. Garden season is coming to an end, so we need to get these ripen up. In the front here, I have the Lisa pepper. It's got some flowers on, but nothing, no fruit has been produced on it. And in the back there, I have the big red bell. Again, nothing has ripened as yet. Everything is green. And the last 2 in the back is the giant Marconi. Some fruits, 2 giant Marconi. Nothing has ripened as yet on the giant Marconi. Maybe I should have covered these last night. Now this is the container with the Volunteer Ring of Fire pepper. This is the Complete Volunteer, and they are ripening. Cayenne, Ring of Fire Cayenne, that's ripening. Here I have some more basil. I just love the smell of that. Now this is my main jalapeno bed, and in the front I have 4 plants of the jalapeno Megatron. They're super big. The jalapeno Megatron. And I need to harvest before frost takes them. Jalapeno Megatron, super, super productive peppers. As I mentioned, 4 plants with the Jalapeno Megatron. Then I have the Alafuego. There are 4 of that, pepper plants of that. Now this is one of the Alafuego, also a larger type of jalapeno pepper. And then I have some regular jalapeno peppers in here. I think I planted maybe too many jalapeno peppers. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut down next year. This is the volunteer tomato. It is a cherry type tomato. I think it is the grape, Valentine grape tomato. And it has been super, super productive. We have gotten so many tomatoes that I don't know what to do with them. Over here we have some San Marzano tomatoes. We have harvested quite a few tomatoes from these. And as well, in this bed, we have the Better Neck Squat. Just one from this plant, the Better Neck. There it is. And then is the Buttercup. There are 4 fruits on the vine. There have been other fruits, but they did not pollinate. So we only have 3 that we're going to be able to harvest. Now, I did notice that because of the temperature, overnight temperature, the powdery mildew has been creeping in, and I have sprayed the hydrogen peroxide solution on them, but they probably need another application. Here's one thing that I am not going to do next year. I will never put another cucumber plant in a container, especially like a grow bag. It has been a struggle trying to keep it hydrated, keeping nutrients in there. It's been a real struggle. I mean, we have gotten quite a few cucumbers off of it, but nah, it's not worth the trouble. Too much work. So yeah, not gonna do that. Here is the Super Sweet 100 tomato on its way out. It's in a grow bag as well, and we've gotten so many tomatoes that I have no idea what to do with them. I've given away some. I'm gonna give some more away as well. All right, here are the other tomato plants that I have, and these are Roma. Everything has been ripening up, and it's almost time to pull out the plants. I did get a couple of the Kellogg's breakfast. They did ripen, but there are like 4 more fruits on the vine that is not budging. I'm still waiting on those other 4 Kellogg's breakfast to ripen so that we can take out the plant, or at least start changing color. I'll harvest them even if they're not fully ripened. And look at the Carmen pepper from this side. So the eggplants are finished. I'm going to pull out the plants. We got quite a few eggplants off of this, made a couple of dishes. We had eggplant with garlic sauce, And what else did we do? I can't remember right now. But yeah, eggplant with garlic sauce and it was really nice. So I'm gonna take out the plants because the flea beetle has done a number on the leaves. Even though I don't see that the flea beetle damage really impact the production of the eggplants. Here's the Georgia collard that I planted out in August. Here's another pot that I planted out as well. And you can see the beets that fell into the pot accidentally are also growing. This is the other pot with another collard. All right, so this is the Escamilla pepper that I had transplanted from the pot that has the Swiss chard. And look at this pepper plant. It is doing fantastic since I moved it out. Look at that. Peppers. It's growing. It's thriving. It's doing great. My kale is still there. Harvested a bunch of that a while back. And it's putting on new growth. All right, here's my disaster area. So this is the spaghetti squash. They were looking great a week ago. Great. And powdery mildew starts setting in. I sprayed. And the plants seemed just to be dying. And then yesterday, I had a great idea to come out and trim up and take away some of the spent leaves and vines, and I cut away, and of course I cut the wrong thing, and I cut the vine that is attached to this fruit here. So yeah, user error. Let me take you on the other side and show you the other plant. So this is the other plant. This one, like I said, everything looked great. And then I came out one day and saw that the root for this thing, I don't know if it's squash vine borer or what, but it's split open. This one is like spaghetti. I don't know. It's... Anyway, the long and short of it is the plant is dying and my fruits are not ready. The spaghetti squash are not ready. They're still green. They're supposed to turn yellow. So I don't know if I'm going to count this as a total loss because they're supposed to turn yellow and they're still green. Of course, they're not getting any nutrient from the plants. So we'll see. We will see. This volunteer tomato, nothing has ripened as yet on this one. And yeah, it is still there. This is my other cucumber plant. This is in this raised bed. It is in this raised bed. And again, super productive, dealing with some downy mildew issues. Again, I have treated it with the hydrogen peroxide solution. So I'm hoping that will remedy that and I can get a few more cucumbers from this plant. So this is the other volunteer tomato. It's ripening, and it's looking like one of those that I planted last year that I did not like. I can't remember the name right now, but yeah, that's what we have in terms of this volunteer. All right, this is my red Russian kale in here, putting on new growth. It's doing well. All right, so in the little round bed here, I do have some beets that they germinate and they came up. I don't think they're getting enough sun, so they're not really growing as much. We have 3 red amber peppers, red amber pepper plants in this bed. Production has been okay on the red amber. We have a Fresno chili, and 2 Scotch bonnet pepper plants that are now produced. I mean, they have been producing, but the peppers are ripening. That's the Scotch bonnet peppers ripening in here. We also have this plant needs to be pulled out. This is the butternut squash. 2 fruits. Okay, where are they? They are the tiny ones. Needs to be harvested and pull out the plants. Of course, the marigold is looking beautiful now. Look how pretty they are. Marigold. Oh, wow. So, this is the zucchini plant. I think I planted this out in July. I hope I'm remembering correctly. And I see this is the first flower. It is a male flower, but the plant is doing well. It's looking great. Plant is looking great. So I'm going to make sure I keep an eye out to see when the female flower comes out, that I do everything in my power to make sure it gets pollinated. This is the sunflower that the squirrels or the chipmunks planted. There are 3 plants in here, and this one is the first one that's opening up. Here are the pots with the thyme. 1, 2 pots. These needs to be harvested and dried out to be used over the winter. And then this is the Valentine grape tomato. Not as productive as last year when I had it in a bed. It's in a pot this year. I don't think it likes the pot. And this is the amaranth that needs to be harvested. Here's the coleus, one of the pots that I planted up. This is on my patio. It is doing fantastic. Let's take a look at the other pot. Here's the other pot with the coleus. And I started these coleus from seed in the spring. These are the sunflowers that's on the side of my house. A lot of them are on the way out. But then there are some that are still looking good. Multi-headed sunflowers. This one. This one is facing the wrong way. But look at that one. Huge. That's one I planted deliberately. This one here was a volunteer. Here are a couple more that I planted. And the bees are enjoying the salvia. So thank you for joining me today to take a look around the garden and see what's still thriving in September. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel to help me grow. Thank you for watching.